Further Kadash, giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders. Peace, blessings, honors to all the brothers. And the truth, I did this video, no sound uploaded, so we got to do it again. Hopefully we can get in the same spirit. But this is new, deadly, unstoppable weapons, man. So let's listen up to this.
Military strategists are trying to get inside Vladimir Putin's head and understand Russia's decision to fire powerful hypersonic missiles into Ukraine. Brian Todd is looking into the story for us. Brian,
listen, powerful hypersonic missiles into Ukraine. You know what I mean? So they're already testing these things. They already been firing these things. They just ain't put a nuclear bomb on it yet. But these things are going to be unstoppable, man. These are new deadly weapons that's going to be unstoppable. Now let's listen up.
Missiles are very fast and they're very dangerous.
Right, Wolf. You know, we've been reporting on the development of hypersonic missiles for months now, but this is the first known use of these missiles in combat. We have new information tonight on the capabilities of these missiles used by the Russians and the possible reasons why they launched them. Vladimir Putin unveils a new weapon in his arsenal. U.S. officials confirming to CNN that Russia launched hypersonic missiles against Ukraine in recent days.
They already did
the first known use of these missiles ever in combat. The missiles the Russians call Kinzhals, meaning dagger, struck a military ammunition warehouse.
I mean, they're already testing these things. We're this close to the destruction, man. The only reason I want anybody that watches my videos to understand, the only reason why the destruction has not came yet is because the Lord is holding the destruction back into the elect be still. Matter of fact, let me get that. This is Revelations chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things I saw the four angels standing on the four corners of earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth. What's the wind? That's the destruction. Nor the sea, nor any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having a seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their forehead. The only reason why the destruction hasn't happened is because the Lord is holding them back. And we're this close. They're already testing hypersonic missiles. All they got to do is put a nuke on that. And that's what they're doing. That's the message they're sending, you know, because they're going to act like they don't understand why. And this brings me to another point. Remember when the NFLC was around, the Not Fucking Around Coalition, and they was talking about going against Esau with Orange? Imagine if all Hebrew Israelites would have joined that movement. We would have been we can't fight against things like this. We don't have weapons, man. We don't even have a military. And any weapon we going to get is like little weapons, like guns. They have hypersonic missiles. How could we fight against something like this? And you don't even hear about those guys no more, because we took them out spiritually. Why? Because this, 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to pulling down of strongholds. You see what I'm saying? So we can't fight against things like this. These nations are going to fight against each other and destroy each other with these weapons. All we got to do is do the work, just like it said in Revelation 7. What's our main goal? It's being sealed by doing the work. So the destruction isn't happening yet because the elect still needs to be sealed. We still have to do our part and do the work. You know, we have to finish our work as a body, and then the elect's going to be sealed, and then this war, World War III, is going to start, and we're this close. We're so very close to it. You know what I mean? Let's keep playing.
In western Ukraine, sources telling CNN the U.S. tracked the launches in real time.
It's a good opportunity to test it. It's also potentially a signal to NATO, to Poland, other countries, that they have this and to kind of keep their distance.
Experts say what makes the hypersonic missiles so dangerous.
And what they're going to do is, like he says, a signal to these other nations. And these other nations, hold up, newsflash real quick. If you didn't know, Russia also has this technology. And not Russia, but China also has this technology. And these other nations are going to see the power of Russia and China together. And what's going to make them do? They're going to flip. And they're going to flip on America. This is Revelation chapter 17. I'm going to get straight to the point. Verse 16. And the 10 horns, which are allies with the great whore America, it says, thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked. So how do a nation make another nation desolate? Do they just go over there and just take everything and clear everything out? How do they make a nation naked? And shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. How do one nation burn another nation with fire? Do they, go over there? Are they going to come over to America and use flamethrowers and cocktail bombs and put America on fire little by little and start forest fires and stuff like that? No, they use something called nuclear missiles that they're going to shoot. And this is how we know that the second death by fire and brimstone isn't talking about an asteroid coming out the sky. It's actually talking about World War III and this war with these nuclear missiles, because a nation don't have the power to bring a rock out the sky and land on another nation. So what they do have the power to do is shoot nuclear missiles onto other nations, and that's how this place is going to be burned with fire. It says, for God has put it in their hearts to fulfill his will. So why is Russia doing these things? Why is Russia testing these bombs and these hypersonic missiles? It's because the Lord is putting it in their heart. It says, and to agree and to give their kingdom into the beast and to the word of the God be fulfilled. Then that's when the end going to come, the second death. So they allies with America, but they're going to flip on America and they're going to destroy America. It says, and the woman which thou hast saw is that great city which reigneth over all the kings of the earth, which is easily proven if you have the spiritual eye to see America. Let's keep going.
Is that it can fly as fast as 5 times the speed of sound or greater, and is more maneuverable in flight than other missiles.
Bro, they said it's unstoppable. This is the warning that they're giving out. Once these things are shot, they're not going to be destroyed. They're not going to be stopped. And it's going to have the spirit of the Lord in them, so they're going to be able to hit their targets. And they said they're easily maneuverable.
GPS coordinates or a similar system to hone in on a target. It can also be directed by a controller to specific targets, and it can change course in the middle of its trajectory. It can.
And what do we always say? If you take that mark of the beast, if you take that fucking chip, you're gonna have. If you make it to the end, you're gonna have one of these things. It's gonna be chip seeking. You're gonna have one of these personally target to your personal chip, and it's gonna track you down and hit you.
Follow the nap of the earth. It's called nap of the earth navigation, and it can go right down on the ground where it basically evades radar coverage.
A senior U.S. defense official tells CNN Putin's deployment of a hypersonic missile to hit that ammunition warehouse, quote, is a bit of a head scratcher. Why would you need a hypersonic missile fired from not that far away to...
Because they're testing it, and they're sending a message out that this could escalate, and we have this technology. We have so much of this technology, we could just waste one just on a test, just not even that far away. That's a message, dummy. So with that, I'm gonna say salvation to the elect. Shalom.